everyone, it's Liz Holloway here. This is Wednesday, August the 1st, 2018. I am coming on live through my business Facebook page, and I wanted to share with you a card that I done last week, and I'm going to step it up a little bit. And well, I've got a bit of time right now. What I was going to do was talk about the blended season, or the seasons bundle, the blended season bundle, and this is on special right now for this particular month, August 1st to August 31st. And I'll switch over to my desktop right now to show. So I'm switching right over to my desktop, and excuse the mess. This is the leftover mess from Monday afternoon, and I haven't had a chance to clean up my desk. But anyways, this is the blended season, and you get two of these cases, the stamp set 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, and this is what it looks like. It also comes with a coordinating die, which is the Stitch Season Framelits, and this is a beautiful set because what happens is that when you are die cutting, I don't know whether you can see this, let me bring this up closer to you, but if you can see, there are stitch outlines on the inside, and then if you take the negative piece, here's another one. So I just die cut this one, and it's got stitches. Can you see that? It's got stitches all the way around. And then if you take the negative piece, the negative piece also got stitches on the outside here. So you can use the negative piece and the positive piece, and it can create two different types of cards for you. So this is a great set to have. It is a limited edition, starting from August 1st to August 31st, and we are going to be playing with this set in September. So if you are long distance, you can go ahead and buy your set now, and I will ship 10 cards for you, and I will give you a link to thebox.com with all the different cards that we will be making during that time. Okay, so let's get started. This is the card that I wanted to show you. This is the card that we did on Monday, and I'm going to step it up and show you how to use the SVG file that I have created on this called Hand Delivered. And then when you step it up, you're going to move it, and this is what it's going to look like. So it looks like that the balloon has just kind of like floating up in the air, and I'm going to add a sentiment down here. Okay, so when you are getting or new to your electronic cutter, the SVG files comes like this, and it's got like a bunch of dies here. So I recommend that you will cut this out in a square, and then you'll have either the wording or the bookcase. And I think this one here that I got in my Stamparatus is this is the bookcase, and this is the balloon. Okay, so when you have your paper all cut out, what I would recommend you doing is just cut out a square and then have it fit into your Stamparatus. And let's see, let's go. I'm going to start off with this lady here. Actually, I'm going to start off with the balloon. The balloon takes a little bit longer. So I'm using the Hand Deliver stamp set. And I'm bringing out the balloon. So I'm going to turn this guy over and making sure that the images down below are facing down. And if you don't, and then once you get this cut, what you're going to do is line up the balloon, and it's cut to about 1/8 of an inch larger than the actual image itself. I'm starting to create SVG files for stamp sets that are not available through the dies that Stampin' Up has actually gotten. Okay, so excuse my head, it might go right into the camera, and what I want to do is to make sure that everything is all lined up. I'm going to add my top plate down. And if you missed the last on Monday, what I have been doing was showing you how to do multiple stamping, and I'll show it to you again. And just bear with me while I grab all of my pieces. So I have all these pieces here that were cut out with my electronic cutter, And if you have this stamp set, let me know. I will send it to you for free because you are here tonight. Okay, so here I got my cutout. This is the positive piece, and I'm gonna ink this up with my Momentum ink. Gonna slap this down. Okay, and then you see that the images is already stamped. Now, if you're missing some ink areas, re-ink it with your Momentum ink. And making sure it's down, and I'm gonna press down where the areas are missing. Okay, so then I got that. Okay, so let's say that I need a bunch of these balloons or with her dress or something like that. I'm gonna add this guy again, and again re-ink my stamp, and there you go. And you can see that there is no there's multiple stamping, but then you don't have to worry about lining it all up again. Now this shifted, but that's okay, because I'm gonna just cut this guy out, or her out, and I'm gonna keep the ribbon, and then anything that is more than 1/8 of an inch, I'm gonna take it and cut it out with my paper snip. And you can see that how I turn my paper instead of using my scissors. Okay, so again, I'm going to trim this close, and I'm going to use the balloon. So here I'm going to remove this piece, and I am going to use this girl with the sign. Put that down, clean up my stamps. And this is a chamois that I love using instead of the baby wipes, because the baby wipes tend to leave some fibers in on your stamps. And so when the chamois came out, I was very thrilled that it was here. Okay, so I am going to put her down. This is the skirt part. And line this up. Okay, and then close this down. And I'm going to line up the sign. And you got to watch out for making sure that her hands are, I believe, upside down. So the hands are facing upwards. Okay, and then I'm going to line this up using the top plate going down. Okay, so now I'm going to add a bunch of my girls that are pre-cut with the sign. When you don't have the Stamparatus and your electronic cutter, I'm now at the point where I hate fussy cutting, and what I have done for you is that I created an outline shape for you, and it's already cut, and then you know where to place all your images without having to do it manually. Okay, so here is the skirt, lined up well. Here is my wording. And let's see whether that lined up. Yeah, so that's lined up. Okay, and then if you want to add a word, flip your top plate down, and let's see if I can maybe make, I forget what this word says. Celebrating, love celebrating you. Let's do that instead. Hope you feel better. Here we go. Love celebrating you. Okay, and then put this down so that it is center. And top plate down, press. Okay, and then here I'm going to use my magnet. I'm going to magnet that down, and I'm going to stamp. And then here we go, and stamp. Okay, so here, watch this now. So all I'm going to do is cut out or get my pre-cut ladies. Okay, so the magnet up on top, stamp the skirt, put that down, stamp my word, flip this over, stamp my frame. Okay, you see how fast that is, and it's a great way when you're doing multiple stamping. So the next thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a Christmas theme, I guess, what do you call the dress, okay? So I'm taking the old olive, gonna color her skirt. And this is the dark old olive. So I've colored that all in. And then anything where I want to shade, I'm gonna bring back that skirt at the top, okay? And then just draw it down. Let's go with a lighter board. So I'm gonna take my mint macaron. And I'm gonna just shade the top part. Okay, and then gonna bring down my white color lifter because I don't want it that dark. So I'm gonna just pull the colors down. And as you can see, I was stamping with the Momentum ink, and it's because the Momentum ink is for alcohol markers. And pull that down until I get a soft look. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so then with the balloons, because I have already cut the balloons, let's use the markers again. And here, taking it really quickly. If you haven't got the markers, I highly recommend getting them. They are so beautiful to color with. And did you know that all the we've got new stamping blends in the holiday catalog? I guess for those who are demos, you can see them in the holiday catalog, and there's the real red and the shaded spruce. Okay, so here I'm gonna make the left hand side darker with my blend, and I'm gonna make this guy darker, color that in. And this is, I forget what that is. Oh, Daffodil Delight. I'm using the brush marker. And then shading it to the left hand side. And you don't need the light and dark. You can use the same color and then just keep shading it on the left. Okay, so let's see what else I have here. I'm going to go with the Costa Cabana. Oh, let's go with a lighter Daffodil Delight. These are my go-to colors so far. Okay, so again, coloring the left with the same color over and over again to keep that shading. And then the Costa Cabana. And then again, shading to the left. You see how that makes that shade right. So I'm going to color this guy in. And then shading it to the left again. Okay, so we got two more. And let's see what I have here. Did I do this? I'm going to use a darker blue. Okay. And shading it to the left, and then this one here. Shading it to the left. Okay, so here I got that. And so let's see whether I can, I'll take the flower. I'm gonna step it up for you again. I'm gonna take the flower and my block and just using the white crafting. Okay, so I'm gonna go tap, 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 just kind of lightly on the white crafting. And I'm gonna stamp off. And then I'm gonna make little flowers on the balloon. Okay, so stamp off and You see how it just kind of gives you that balloon shape, and you got some images on the balloon. Now it doesn't show well on the light colors, but it does well when you have colors on it. And I'm stamping it off because I don't want the full strength of the white. Let me show you what I mean. If I stamp the white, and I'm going to put it right here. You see how it's too full? It's too white for me. And so what I'd like to do is again stamp it off and just kind of create white images. And it looks like your balloon's got some designs on it. Okay, so I'll bring it up for you to see. You see that? Love it? Okay, give me some thumbs up, okay? Saying that you love it. Okay, so because I've got a designer paper that kind of look Christmassy, and it doesn't like look very nice with this particular balloon, so I am going to probably create my own template. So give me a second here. I'm gonna see if I can make my own template. See whether I can switch this up so that I got like a, oh, actually this is not so bad. Okay, so then I'm going to take my glue. Put that down. Take your dimensionals. Add a couple of dimensionals on the back. Okay, and then add her there. Okay, so the next step is to create the inside. This strip is about 1/2 inch by whatever inch, and I'm going to bring in my score tools so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just making, you can go as wide as you want or as slim as you want. With my card that I had done, it was at 1 inch. So I'm going to go 1 inch, score at 2 inch, 3 inch, and you want to make sure that you got enough scoring line to make a box. So here I'm going to fold, 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 and fold. And to make a box, you want to make it so that you have a box like this. Okay, so it's all equal. Put my scoreboard away because I don't need it. And if you have 1/2 inch scoring line, your box is going to be smaller. So it's up to you. I wouldn't go more than 1/2 inch or more than 1 inch. Okay, so then you got your box, and if you've got something hanging over, just snip it off with your paper snip. Just like that. Okay, and then making sure that all your folds are folded down. So then take your square, and you're going to need glue on 2 sides. So just one side here, and for the bottom, and one for the side to the left. So there's the glue here, and the glue right here. So my gluing is going to go right at the bottom, and where the other glue is going to just glue right on the side. And then I'm going to press down to make sure that it's glued down. Okay, so that's where you get your glue. So it might take a little bit of time to dry up, but it will glue down. I like using glue rather than tape because glue is very inexpensive, and it's a great way to just use a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is take my balloon, and I'm going to add it right here. And this time, I will say this, I will use my tear and tape because I want to make sure that I'm placing the balloon the right way. I'm going to take my tear and tape. Okay, and then remove the backing. Oops. I'm going to add my balloon right here. So it looks like the balloon, oh, one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to tell you guys. If you guys are cutting your balloons right to the black line. Okay, so I'm going to cut this, and I'm cutting it right to the black line, and then sometimes you overcut. So here's the trick. We do have the blends in black, and that's in our holiday catalog, but in the meantime I don't have that yet because it's coming. And so what you're going to do is take your black marker or a Sharpie pen and just kind of outline the edge, because as you can see, I think you can see that, you can see the white edges right along here versus the black edge. Okay, so when the recipient gets it, you don't really want them to see the white edges, so all I did was I'm coloring my edges so that it makes it a darker line. So that's another trick for you guys. Okay, so then the next thing is now I can add it back to my card. So I'm gonna add this guy right to the card, and I want to make sure that the balloon is floating in air. Now you're probably saying, well, what about her arm? Okay, and that's an easy fix. I'll show you. If you can get, let's see, where are my, what is that? If you can get any type of dies that you have, I got the clouds. Okay, so you can use various clouds. And I am going to bring in my Big Shot machine. And just some scraps. Oh, this is stuck. Okay, and I bring in that. Okay, and here's the scraps. So if you want a copy of my SVG files, leave me your email address and I will get that to you in the comment so that I can send it to you along. Okay, so I die cut my clouds. I'm removing it from my acrylic plate because I almost threw my cloud dies away accidentally. So I'm going to put this back. Okay, and then here you can either color it in with your blends. So I'm going to go with a lighter blue. This is the Pool Party, and just going to color it in. And you can use regular color paper if you have it on hand, but my paper is all the way in the back, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to just color it in with my blends. Okay, and then if you want shadings, let's go with a darker blue. And here I'm going to just go with the darker blue here on the edge. Same thing with on this one. Okay, so remember, all my shadings are on the left hand side. And then bringing in my lighter blue and just getting rid of the harsher lines. So then, for the cover-up of her arm, take your cloud, add a bit of glue right on her arm, and you can, I wouldn't recommend like hiding the ribbon, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cloud right there, and of course straighten it out right, and then I'm going to put my cloud probably right here, and just a little dot. And of course, with my cloud, doesn't look too good for my eyes. I'm gonna bring in my white craft ink and my dauber. Okay, and here I'm just going to lighten it up just a tad. And then stick it right back on. And same thing with this, just a tad, so that it looks like you got some white clouds going through. Okay, so there's that. So it says love celebrating you. There's your balloon coming out. Okay, and then I'm gonna continue to use the stamp set. And what's my stamp set say? Let's go with happy birthday. So where's my happy birthday? Sorry guys, I don't have my glasses on. You know, as you get older, your eyes gets weaker. Okay, so here's my happy birthday. I'm gonna line this up with my acrylic block, and my acrylic block's got lines on it. So if you have lines on your acrylic block, it's easier to line up your words. Here's my happy birthday. And I think I'm going to not use the black. I think I'm gonna use my Bermuda Bay. That looks like pretty close. Okay, I'm gonna not stamp on my card yet, so I'm gonna stamp, and I'm gonna stamp on my grid sheet to make sure it's straight. And it is. So if you're doing a whole bunch of these, go ahead and put it on your stamp apparatus. Oh my god. And take that. Happy birthday. Okay. So there you go. Love celebrating you. I tried making my own checker card. It didn't work. Designer paper. You already know how to use the template with the SVG. And again, if you are looking for the SVG files, let me know. And this is the hand delivered stamp. So what I'm going to do is anything that Stamping Up does not come out with a coordinating die, I will provide you with a SVG file for your electronic cutters, so that when it comes to creating a bunch of cards, you would be able to have it on your machine and cut them all out, or even use your stamp apparatus for classes. Okay, so then again, this opens up and you got the balloons flying in the air. I hope you guys learned some new tricks that I have provided, and oh my god, I really love the balloon. Totally, like, who would have thought white craft pad can create such beautiful balloons. Okay, so have fun with this piece. Let me know if you need the SVG file by leaving your email address on the comment here. Please do share. It looks like I got more followers on Wednesday night versus my Monday morning. So I think what I'm going to start doing is having my Facebook Live twice a day. So on Monday at 10:30 a.m. Is that good, everybody? 10:30 a.m. for those who are back east, which is like 2 o'clock p.m. on your time. And then Wednesday night here at 7:30. And hopefully it will catch us everybody throughout the whole world. So thanks for joining in today, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer as much as I can. And if you need to see some kind of or other techniques, let me know again. Okay, so anyways, have a good night. Bye-bye. If you have any questions, I can be reached at liz.holloway@gmail.com, or visit my blog www.lizhollowaydesign.ca, and the following Facebook pages: Liz Holloway Design or the Paper Fanatics.